Peace and abundance. I hope all is well. Y'all, my apologies. It's been a little difficult today, to get on here, to step away. But I wanted to get on here and talk about one of the seven deadly sins, such as pride. Pride. With that seven deadly sin, I just know that it can be pretty dangerous when ego gets in the way, when it gets in the way of others, as well as the truth. It can be really dangerous. And today's society, you all, that's what we're dealing with, a lot of ego. It's like nobody wants to be humble. Nobody wants to just, walk away. They want to be heard, and they want to be in control. And I just know that a lot of people that are, in our lives, that's supposed to be our support system, they have a lot of ego. Maybe because they're older, maybe because your mother, they're your father, or your teacher or your pastor, whatever. There's a lot of ego that comes into play, and that's where a lot of the abuse of power comes in. So we have to be careful on how we react to things. Are we reacting out of ego, or are we reacting out of love? And not just love for ourselves. I guess if we really loved ourselves, we wouldn't treat everyone the way we wouldn't treat people badly, because we are reflections of each other. And you all, that's another thing that I believe that is not discussed enough, in any religion. It's like we're separate. Everything is separate. And it's not. We are reflections. We are God created man and woman, and so we should treat one another with respect, with love, kindness. And that's when you have that peace and that joy. Sometimes the truth does hurt, so go ahead and be truthful. It doesn't always have to be good, something good news. It's a duality in everything. There's a good and bad in everything. So, and that's where things, I believe, gets all messed up, when we try to control things. Oh, just seen a butterfly, a monarch. But when we try to control things, instead of going with the flow, I have learned to go with the flow, not try to, control, because that's when you get upset. That's when that ego start coming in, because, it's beyond your control. You've been accustomed to putting your hands in it and bending it some way, shape, or form. But really, when things go awry, they're going awry for a reason. When someone is showing that their ego, they're showing it for a reason. Move around. Don't fight. Don't argue. Just move around. Those are dear people. Wow, I'm learning, y'all. I have really, truly learned. Because, even with how things have been for me here in the past couple years, all the rumors, all the disrespect, any other time I would have been ready to fight. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm letting them do what they do. Because what Most High say, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. So I'm gonna let Most High take care of that. But we gotta watch our, our ego. You know, question ourselves constantly. Am I doing this out of love, or I'm doing this out of ego? Peace.